Thank you, Mr President. I seek leave to make a brief explanation before asking the Attorney-General a question regarding child sexual abuse.
Leave granted. Leave is granted. The Honourable Mrs Henderson.
Early last year, a Liberal opposition motion that called on the Malinauskas Labor government to urge their federal counterparts to adopt a policy addressing the legal loophole around superannuation for victims, survivors of child sexual abuse passed the Legislative Council. I note the discussion paper from the 19th of January 2023 and the close of the consultation period on the 16th of February 2023. It's my understanding from media reports that the government had intended to bring legislation to the Parliament within the first half of 2023, but to my understanding, it has not yet been done. My questions to the Minister are, 1, when was the last time you spoke or wrote to your federal counterparts regarding this issue? And 2, has the Minister been provided with an indication from his federal counterparts as to when this legislation will be introduced, noting that they're now in their second term and it's well past 2023?
Deputy Premier.
Thank you, sir. I think that I'm in for a question, and I don't have the exact date, but certainly I have written a number of times to my federal counterpart in relation to this. And there is a difference, sir, between, as the Honourable Shadow Minister says, they pass motions in parliaments. What we do is we contact the federal minister directly to ask them to do things. So, sir, there is a big difference between. There's a big difference between what.
Order.
There's a big difference between what the opposition has represented today is the sum total of their efforts and what the government has done. So we have actually written, I have written a number of times directly to the federal minister responsible. So we would like to see this change happen. And there's a good... And there's a very good reason we'd like to see this change happen, sir, is because we have taken a zero tolerance approach to child sexual abuse in South Australia. We have the toughest laws anywhere in the country, some of the toughest laws in the nation. Coming into effect, sir, this year were laws that for the second serious sexual offence against a child, a person who gets jail time for a second time is subject to indefinite detention. So that means a person will be locked up for the rest of their natural life unless they can demonstrate to a court they're no longer a threat to the community. And even if they do, they will face the possibility of the rest of their life on electronic monitoring, sir. We take a very, very serious approach to this. Sir, recently in South Australia with the World Beach Volleyball Championships being played in South Australia, there was a Dutch national who the Dutch team was sending to South Australia to play in those championships. We made representation, sir, to the federal minister responsible for immigration, making it very clear that the South Australian government, on behalf of the South Australian people, did not want that person here in this state. And so the person was refused a visa. We take a very strong stand on this. We will continue to do so. I thank the honourable member for her question.
Well, I'll listen to it. Supplementary question arising from the answer. The Honourable Mrs Henderson.
Has your federal counterpart at any point in response to your correspondence indicated a date or a month or a year that they intend to introduce legislation to close this legal loophole?
I don't have a timeline, sir. I would like to see one, and I'm sure the honourable member opposite would join me in liking to see one.
Supplementary question, Mr President?
From the original answer.
From the original answer?
I doubt it.
I'll try my best. I'm a bit rusty, I've been away.
How about I get to play my part? How about that? How about I get to play my part? I'll listen to your supplementary question.
In response to your in response to the minister's correspondence and the lacking date that has been provided, does he have faith in his federal counterparts that they will bring this legislation?
It's probably not a supplementary question, sir, but
you're on your feet, so.
But giving the honourable member as much leeway as I possibly can, because it's great to see her, sir.
Yeah.
I'm happy to say that I know that the federal government takes these things extremely seriously. As I outlined, the Dutch national who was due to a convicted child sex offender was due to play volleyball here in South Australia. The federal government did not allow a visa to be issued. I'm sure that they take it seriously, and I look forward to a date when this can be progressed.